you saw a stranger flirting with me, how would you react?
Let you have the space to be floated on. Like it happened the other day, right?
It did. He high-fived me after the guy flirted with me.
It's a compliment. She's beautiful.
Fuck is you doing, cuz?
Yo guys, what's up? Today I've got something wild for you. This story is actually crazy. So I came across this clip where a woman tries to outsmart a guy during a date. Like, she really thought she had a master plan. But here's the twist. Things don't go the way she expected at all. It completely flips on her. Honestly, dates are supposed to be chill, you know? Just two people getting to know each other, not some kind of mind game competition. But nah, some people really show up like it's a strategy game or something. Anyway, quick shout out to the person who recommended this. Good looking out. This one's actually entertaining. And yeah, make sure you show some love and support. Always got to appreciate good suggestions. Alright, enough talking. Let's jump straight into this and see how it all goes down.
That's right. Look, it has the fucking OnlyFans link. Look, that's your sister, right? OnlyFans, it says whatever the fuck you spell it. Look, it's your sister. Dude, you have a fucking OnlyFans?
No?
Bro, don't fucking lie. Why do you have an OnlyFans?
Why are you cussing?
Dude, why do you have one?
How do you know that?
What the fuck? Cause my friend showed me. What the fuck?
How does your friend know?
I don't know. Why do you have one?
One thing a lot of people don't really think about is how their personal choices can ripple out and affect others around them. Like, it's not always just about one person. Sometimes those decisions can impact relationships, families, and long-term trust. When those consequences start showing up, that's when things can get complicated real quick. Some people see it as freedom of choice, others see it as something that can create serious problems. It really depends on perspective. But ignoring the bigger picture? Yeah, that's where things can start falling apart. At the end of the day, every decision has consequences. The real question is, are people thinking that far ahead or not?
I don't want to hear this.
What do you, bro? You're fucking crazy. It's not Omar Napa doesn't love you, bro. I'm telling mom. I don't fucking know.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. It's naughty. No laugh. I'll literally knock you out right now. I'm fucking.
Honestly, at this point, you can't really blame him for wanting to speak up. From his perspective, he feels like he has every right to address it. When something this big happens, especially involving family, it doesn't just stay private, it starts affecting everyone connected to it. And the reality is, once something goes public, controlling the narrative becomes almost impossible. Some people might see it as a personal choice, but others will feel like it crosses a line, especially when family reputation is involved. Because let's be real, things like this don't stay hidden for long. Sooner or later, everything comes out. And when it does, it's not just one person dealing with the consequences, it's everyone around them.
I'm not having relations with my husband until he agrees to this three-way. So there's this guy that I work with. He's super attractive, super handsome, and he came up to me and he asked me if I would be interested in dating him. I told him that I'm married, and he came up with the idea that maybe we could have a three-way. So I went home and I proceeded to tell my husband about it and ask him if he wanted to have a three-way with this guy that I work with. He said no, and I don't really think that's fair.
Okay, let's be real. At this point, the marriage is basically done. No ifs, no buts. And honestly, any spouse who tries to punish their partner for setting boundaries? Yeah, that's asking for trouble. It's like pulling a stunt that completely destroys trust and respect. Seriously, who does that? Boundaries exist for a reason, and ignoring them is a fast track to chaos. So, when trust is gone, sometimes the only logical step is to call it a day and move on. 100.
He expressed to me that he doesn't want to have relations with anybody else, and he doesn't want me to have relationships with anybody else. And I think that that is extremely selfish of him to not want to do that. So I have decided that until he says yes, I am not going to be romantic with him. I have decided to pack up most of my things and sleep in the other room and make that room my room until he agrees to do that. I don't think that I'm being dramatic.
Okay, so she literally asked for permission to cheat. Yep, you heard that right. And when he said no? Oh boy, now she's taking it out on him like it's his fault. Here's the thing. She's completely ignoring the betrayal she just pulled in their marriage. Grief. All she cares about is having her fun. And apparently it's okay as long as it's at her husband's expense. Boundaries? Respect? Yeah, apparently those are optional when someone's chasing their own thrill.
Yeah, listen, my kids are 19 and 21. You can't be posting that shit around.
Oh, yeah. What you mean? You in the video? I'm finna, yes, I'm recording now. I'm recording now. What's wrong with y'all?
Boy, if you don't put that phone down, I'm gonna put that phone in the trash.
This shit
I'm sorry, man.
Okay, picture this. If a guy even steps into a woman's bathroom, especially with a camera, he'd be kicked out and maybe even arrested. But oh, somehow it's totally fine when women raid the men's bathroom. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Rules apparently only apply one way. Guess logic took the day off here. Honestly, the double standards here are just insane and kind of hilarious if you step back and look.
Relationships are all about compromise. I decorate the apartment, he's allowed to have his shower curtain. This is the f***ing shower curtain in question, by the way.
Of course she just has to roast him over this, because why not, right? But honestly, you've got to admit, that shower curtain is actually kinda awesome. Like, come on, can you really blame him for having good taste in bathroom decor? Somehow, even the smallest things turn into drama. Classic energy, right? Alright, here's why most long-term relationships hit the rocks, seriously. The moment the boyfriend shows up, she's already in tears. Like, wow, now she has to deal with a guy she doesn't even like. And somehow all this drama is framed like it's his fault. Classic energy, right? Long story short, some people just can't handle the realness of relationships and chaos follows.
Do you ever have a thing? Yeah. Yeah, they're hot enough. You'd be into that? Yeah. You think you can handle it? Yeah. How about you? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm down. Down. And you can handle it. Yeah.
Wow, remember the days when even asking a question like this in public would get you side eyes? But now, modern women will answer proudly, like it's a badge of honor. Virtue and shame? Yeah, apparently they've gone extinct in today's world. And honestly, watching this shift in social norms is wild, kind of funny, and a little shocking all at once.
Very regularly gets a phone call of someone being like, your daughter's disgusting or something. Don't you, Dad?
Yeah. Yeah. How do you handle it when somebody phones up and says, I hope your daughter dies?
Oh, Lily.
I know why Lily's getting upset because
we love each other.
Yeah, because she knows how much it upsets us.
It's exactly that.
I know why Lily's getting upset.
I hate the fact that it affects them. Like, if I could do this and not have it affect them, like, I'd pay so much more.
All right, let's be real. The amount of embarrassment her parents go through because of her choices is insane. She's diving into this spicy content world, and honestly, it's creating problems her family never signed up for. And somehow, even though it's her decision, the ripple effects hit everyone around her. So yeah, choices have consequences, and sometimes they hit way harder than you think.
We're gonna talk about him. When you have to work so much to support a family, and a lot of the times the wives do work too, but we're talking to the point where you only see your wife maybe 3 hours a day, maybe your kids 2 hours a day. And this is what he's saying. He goes, I come home and my kids have to stay up late just so I can see them. He goes, I'm done. I'm tired. He goes, I can't even go to the gym. I cannot do anything except for work. We were put here to have families, to enjoy life. My husband showed me this video, and he was like, everything he's saying is right.
Honestly, it's kind of refreshing to see some women actually get it, like they understand the struggles fathers go through. There's zero shame in recognizing just how hard some of these men hustle to provide for their families. And when someone actually sympathizes with that grind, it's honestly pretty rare these days. So shout out to those who see the effort, respect it, and actually acknowledge it.
So like, ridiculed, it really does eat at you. And I know, like, everyone is so
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I saw this shit. Listen, this is a method. This is what a lot of girls do that have... Guys, I'm gonna keep it a full-on buck. She cheated and she's crying. You cheated on him. Like, dude, here's the thing, right? Guys, she cheated and she's crying, and she only is crying because she got caught. She wouldn't have given a fuck. Yo, no, but like, it's the truth.
Man, it's kind of wild how some people can just turn on the waterworks whenever it suits them. She got caught red-handed cheating, and now it's like she's trying to guilt-trip the entire planet just to dodge taking responsibility. Seriously, the theatrics are real, and honestly, kind of hard to watch without shaking your head. Bottom line, accountability is apparently optional for some, but the drama? Oh, that's guaranteed.
But I got kicked out of the tiny home that I wanted to stay in. Now I'm gonna go and work. They said $100 a year. Bitch, who wouldn't take a tiny home for $100 a year? Now, I don't know where I got that information, but that's what I knew, okay? That's what I was being told. So then all of a sudden, I don't know if y'all saw what I had on there. Like, when y'all watched my one stream, when he was standing on the porch, kicking me out, touching my stuff, and then, yeah, Chris, my friend Chris, who was my Uber driver, like...
There is no way that anybody would rent out a home for $100 a year. She's either lying or she has no... Okay, honestly, she has zero clue how renting a home even works. Like, come on, common sense called, it wants its brain back. And yet somehow she's acting like she's got it all figured out. Classic move. Bottom line, some people really need a crash course in basic life skills.
All right, we need to start dressing more modestly in the gym.
No, just put a shirt and pants on.
Oh my god, shut the fuck.
She commented on your video saying, she's the woman in the clip, thank you for saying this. All for his glory, right? Yeah, because his glory wants you posting underwear pictures of yourself in the gym. Do Christian women like you just ignore this modesty verse in the Bible or something? Training all covered up, something you've tried before, meaning putting a shirt and pants on, makes you feel anxious because it's hot, sweaty, and irritable. But going to the gym dressed as legally naked as possible doesn't make you feel anxious.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Always the same deflection of, it's just a joke, it's just a... No, it's not. There's tens of thousands of angry females in your comments mad about the fact that I struck a nerve of truth.
Man, it's insane how some people act like a guy wearing a simple t-shirt and shorts to the gym is oppressive. And then they go full-on shame mode just because someone said, hey, maybe showing up in underwear isn't the smartest move. Like seriously, common sense apparently needs a megaphone sometimes. Bottom line, gym rules aren't that complicated, but drama apparently is mandatory.
Like, how are we paying for this bill? Like, with bread or with buns?
I'll suck your dick. Hey.
Yo, check. Yo, get that motherfucking check out. That motherfucking check out. Get that. Hold up. Hold up. Where's Luigi at? Come on.
Okay, she actually offered to do that live on stream? Like, wow, some people really don't think before they act. And honestly, if we're talking about dating market value, well, let's just say it's shockingly low. But anyway, guys, that's what we're wrapping up today's episode. Fre. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next one. Sai. Take care of yourselves out there, stay smart, and peace.